Hello, my love. How are you? I know you just poloed me and asked me how I am, but I beg to argue that the more important question is how are you? How's my baby? How your baby daddy doing? Is he on his best behavior, or is he acting like he don't got no common sense? How's your job? You know, is your boss still micromanaging your time? Are you still late? You know, the things. The things. How's your mama? How are your sisters? Yeah, your life is more important than mine. I got home a while ago. I'm putting up groceries. So I started this thing where I go grocery shopping on my lunch break. First of all, I can use my HSA card. I use my HSA card at Publix, which, you know, traditionally I would, you know, maybe splurge and get, you know, some flowers that I don't need on my HSA card, or maybe I go to Publix on my lunch break and get lunch because I just really want lunch and I can swipe my HSA card for it. However, lately, and when I say lately, I mean like for like the past 3 months or so, I've been using my HSA card to get groceries. Sue me. But money been tight. Money been tight, and I need groceries. So, and there's a Publix right across the street from my job, and my floor has 5 refrigerators. So, I definitely have not been above. I need to clean out my refrigerator. You know what? I just need to put this stuff in the fridge, and then I can clean it out later. I got some stuff in my fridge I need to throw out. Really, I just want to sit down. I gotta go to work tonight. Eat your vegetables. And while you're at it, I have started to buy these from the grocery. I got a tropical mango mix, so it's pineapples, raspberry, blueberries, blackberries, all the berries, strawberries, all the berries. It's all the berries, pineapple, and mango. It's tasty as fuck. It's my new fave, and it was $8. Now, could I have gotten a pack of strawberries for maybe $4.99, which is cheaper than $8? Yes, but some of those strawberries might go bad. Could I get grapes for $5 and some change? Yes, but I might get sick of eating grapes and still fuck around and produce goes bad. Like, I'm tired of my fruit going bad. And it doesn't always go bad, but, like, I'd be lying if I said my fruit did not go bad at times. I find these much more tastier. I get a variety of flavors, and, yeah, they don't go bad. So, I started buying these. Just single people living problems, honestly. Like, shit. I gotta go to work tonight. Amazon. I'm about to talk to you. I probably should have put my groceries up, then started the polo. But, I don't know. You've been on my mind. I've just been busy. And when I'm not busy, I've been doing a bunch of nothing. So, that's why you haven't really heard from me. Oh, the misery. Everybody wants to be my enemy. I binged Arcane. That's that adult animation show on Netflix. I liked it. It's really good. And the music for the show, it's not like my type of music. I'm not adding it to my playlist or nothing like that, but the music has been stuck in my head. The music has been stuck in my head, and like the title card is like an Imagine Dragons song, and I keep humming it. Okay. Yeah. callers. You know something I can do while I talk to you? Roll up. I sure can. Girl, I was out of weed. I still need to re-up. And he said he was going to come by tomorrow. And I'd appreciate if he doesn't reschedule, simply because every time he reschedules, I have to fit him into my schedule. But he's worthy of fitting into my schedule. He was like, I don't got nothing for you to re-up on right now, but I ain't doing nothing. And then when he got over here, I was like, what were you doing? Were you out and about? He was like, nah, I was just at home. So you just left your house to come to my house? Yeah, I like being over here. He left some marijuana. He left some marijuana. So as long as you leaving marijuana, come on, little nigga. Come on. Cause I was out. 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 He will. Okay. Yeah. I'm a bit disoriented. So just give your sis some grace, okay? I'm on Polo, so we can go ahead and say this Polo will not have any order or common sense. I got too much shit going on. That's the problem. My desk is a mess. There's shit everywhere. Any normal person, my house is in perfectly acceptable condition, but you know how I am. And any level of disarray causes my mind to be in disarray. You asked about Amazon. Where do you want to start? It's a couple things. Hello. Yeah, let's just start with Amazon. Amazon's cool, you know. It ain't nothing great, but it ain't bad. I did have a bad day. Saturday. My shift Saturday was rough. They put me on oversized packages, oversized and heavy. They put me in a station where oversized and heavy packages get filtered through. I didn't even know that was a part of the warehouse. Like, upon further reflection, yeah, it makes sense that there's a part of the warehouse that processes oversized and heavy process. Do you see me? When I say oversized, packages bigger than my whiff span. Packages taller than me. Okay? And if they're not ridiculously oversized, they're heavy. And if they're not heavy, then they could very well be heavy and oversized. Look at me. No. Not at all. And bitches be back there doing it, but I ain't bitches. I don't give a fuck what type of waivers I signed. And actually, let's really talk about it. I hurt my wrist. My wrist still kind of hurts, actually. Less than it did, because, you know, Saturday to Wednesday. It's Wednesday today. I'm having flat feet problems with these shoes I gotta wear. And it's really just because the shoes have arch support. They're not, like, they fit me right. You know, they're not bad work shoes, because I had to get, like, warehouse shoes. You know, I actually ordered a pair of bad warehouse shoes, sent them bitches back immediately. And so the replacement I got, they're good shoes. It's just, they have arch support. And shoes that got arch support in them is rough on a flat-footed foot. And I be on my feet. It's hot as hell in that goddamn warehouse, which I just do not understand. I would prefer it be cold. And then you can only take so many layers of clothes off. And then you working and you sweating. And then I walk up out of there sweaty and stinky and it's sticky and tired and hot and just, it's too goddamn hot in that bitch. It's too goddamn hot in it. I am hoping that whenever it starts to get freezing cold outside, that the cold temperatures outside will level out the temperatures inside the warehouse. And I think, what the hell do y'all motherfuckers be doing in the summertime? How, Sway? the math is not mathing. I've never had a warehouse job before. However, I've always heard about how them bitches are cold. I went to Walmart and I bought a hoodie. I hate I took the tag off of it because I could have took that motherfucking hoodie back. I don't need it. I can't work in there with a hoodie. Even when it gets cold outside, I think it will be freaking January 2nd and I need a hoodie. I mean, I need to like take off my hoodie because it's so hot in here. I need to take it off because it's so hot. It's hot as hell. My agitation. My agitation just kept rising and my irritability levels kept depleting. Like, I was a mess Saturday. Saturday was what drove it was them putting me back there. It's all these fancy names, but it's Shoe Sorter, it's Shoots, it's Water Spider, and then all these fancy names. There's actually a name for where I was. I don't remember what the name was, but essentially it was oversized and heavy packages. And I'm hoping it's not some freaking magical other part of the warehouse I ain't never seen. But at this point, I think I've seen the entirety of the warehouse, right? I prefer to be on Shoes. Put me on Shoe Sorter. I can Water Spider, but I don't particularly like it, right? And also, you have to be cleared to Water Spider, which I am cleared to Water Spider, right? Barely been employed there, but I am cleared to Water Spider. This is going to come back. And so, like, they put me on Shoes. I'm having a great day. They put me on Shoe Sorter. Cool. I have a cool day. I never even pursued the idea of Water Spider because I don't want to do it. So with Water Spider, I will explain what Water Spider is. It's basically getting a pallet jack and you're moving pallets from point A to point B. Point A to point B. Whenever a pallet is finished, you wrap it up, you tag it, you mark it, and you move it to the appropriate spot. I'm in a sortation facility. So, like, I'm not packing packages. I don't have to run around a giant warehouse and find, the tissue that somebody don't ordered and pack it up in the box. We're sorting packages. Packages are already packaged when they hit my building. My building right around the corner from the airport. And so a lot of stuff is pushing out to the Atlanta area. Or it's even pushing out to like South Georgia or maybe like the Carolinas or maybe Tennessee because it's hitting a truck, like a 52-inch truck. But we're right around the corner from the airport. And so, literally, there's stations labeled B&A. I don't know how many packages will be labeled Seattle. Because that Seattle packages is probably going to another sortation facility. A lot of, it's a lot of East Coast stuff. But, like, we're just moving packages. People order shit and they got to get shit. And I'm in Atlanta, which is a very big city next to a very big airport. In fact, the biggest airport, right? So, there's the commercial, domestic, there's the commercial international, there's the private airlines, and then there is and then there's cargo. So much cargo passes through Atlanta, through train, through truck, through plane. Ain't no boats because ain't no boats here. Actually, no, it's boats down in Savannah, so boats too. There's a lot of cargo that passes through this state. Anyways, that's what I'm doing. I'm not particularly jumping to Water Spider because I have flat feet problems. And Water Spidering is moving pallets from point A to point B, and so it's a lot of walking. I got to be on my feet for my whole shift, not all day, but I got to be on my feet for my shift. So I don't want to be on my feet and moving because it's going to make my feet hurt more. But they put me, it wasn't until at the end of my shift. And I guess I should have said something earlier. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, whatever. But I did go to like the supervisor on duty and I'm like, hey, so what's the process of Water Spidering? Because technically I can Water Spider. And if I'm being real, I'm not very happy right now. Like, I'm not happy. I'm ready for my shift to be over. I've had a bad day. And this is not for me. And he was like, well, you have to be clear to Water Spider. And that's like people keep saying that to me, but I am clear for it. And this time, I was like, but because this time I'm actually pursuing it, I'm like, I'm clear. He's like, you are? Because I'm a new employee. I have to walk around with an orange vest to tell everybody in the world that I'm a new employee. It's not common. It's not common, right? But I'm like, but I am. He was like, well, if you're cleared, all you have to do is grab a pallet jack and start water spidering. I was like, that's it? He was like, yeah. Ain't no special permissions. And he's like, if we run out of pallet jacks, that means we got enough water spiders. So if you want to do water spider, you need to get back here and grab a pallet. Bet. So next time I get put on that station, water spider it is. Because I can't do the oversized. I'll fucking quit. No. Yeah, Saturday wasn't the greatest. But that being said, I have an alternative plan now. Great for me. So I'll just do the alternative plan. I hope they put me on shoots today. Just give me a great Wednesday night. Please put me on shoots. Please, 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 please. But it's going. I went to Walmart. I bought some long sleeve shirts. It's hot as fuck in that bitch. I ain't never worn this shirt in my life. But you know what? Yeah, we can cross companies. Don't look too hard. This is a perfect shirt to wear for tonight. And I got like 2 pairs of sweats, including like these peanut sweats that I have on now. I could do with another pair, maybe even a fourth pair. I don't need the damn hoodie. But point is, I went and got just some clothes from Walmart because I didn't even have appropriate wardrobe to go to work. I just didn't. When this is all over and done, I'll have a good little collection of comfy clothes I can slouch around in the house in, or if I need to run a quick errand, this is very acceptable. So, you know, great for me, whoop-de-doo. But, like, I literally didn't even have that to go to work in. So I'm going to make another Walmart run my next pay period. I don't need, like, a whole lot. And if you clocking me enough to realize I wear the same rotation of 3 to 4 outfits, you deserve to clock me. Because fuck this job. I was doing well, posting every Sunday and Thursday. I missed this past Sunday's posting, and I'm still not done with that entry. So, but I went like a good almost month posting consistently. I don't know. Clearly, I want to get back on posting. I still have content to post, but I just haven't been editing, and my sleep is all over the place. I'll fall asleep at 2 p.m. and then I'll wake up at 11:45 p.m. and be up all damn night. So there's no consistency to my sleep. That's a problem to be addressed. But I knew that was going to be a thing when I took this job, and if we're arguing, I didn't have consistent sleep before I started this job anyway. E was all like, you get your best sleep whenever your sleep is chaotic, which I can confirm that, because while my sleep has been all over the place, it truly has been some of the best sleep I've gotten since I left Bali. Because a bitch just be out like a light. So that's a win. That's a win. We can count that as a win. It's been a long time coming, but I know change will come. The goal is still to make it to January 31st. I want to be back in my investing courses with all the appropriate softwares by February 1st. And come February, I'm letting some PTO roll over so that I can accommodate this without eating up all my PTO. But come February, I'm going to take every Thursday, Friday off. We'll still be in like a bit of a slow period. Like it doesn't start to pick up till the last week of February. I'm actually thinking I might start the last week in January simply because maybe the end of the month, February, might be a bit busy, you know, but I'm gonna be working 3-day weeks. We're in a slower period. I'll be able to handle my workload. It'll give me time to chill the fuck out. I won't have 2 jobs and I can get into investing. So that's the plan as it stands. There might be a bit of a wrinkle. So developments. Saudi is no longer with the company. Saudi was on my team. He was the only other black man. Now, he was a rich South African that went to boarding school in London. And he's a man. So his struggle is not my struggle. However, he was a black man. Gone! I am the only woman on my team. I am the only black person on my team. What a joy. But he left on Monday, right? It's Wednesday. He left on Monday. And then oddly enough, like, Andreas pulled me aside after the 10 o'clock meeting. Well, not pulled me aside because I was working from home, but he was like, hey, you got a minute to talk. He called me. I just wanted to check in on you. Are you okay? You know, I just wanted to make sure everything was straight. You know, now that Saudi's gone and he's no longer with the company, I'm straight. Like, Saudi's job ain't my job. That's y'all problem. Y'all management, not me. And I still get paid every 2 weeks. Like, well, I still get paid on the 1st and the 30th. Like, I don't understand what this conversation is. And you know, my immediate reaction, not to be like disclosed, but you know, just personally, I'm like, okay, if it boils down to an opportunity for me to be a team player, Saudi did a little bit of Saudi did a little bit of expense, but he's mostly on revenue. I don't do revenue at all. I'm full term expense, right? I don't do nothing on the revenue side. I only do expenses. So, you know, when it comes to being a team player, I can do service delivery. I never did it before, but you can train me. I can do service delivery. I got PDRs coming up, and I'm going to have to be ambitious and be like, oh, this year I want to work on da-da-da. So, you know, if you give me service delivery, I'll keep service delivery. You know, fuck it. I can handle it, right? Or maybe you give me claims, whatever the fuck you give me, right? On the expense side. And that be that. Like, that be that. I didn't even really think that much into it. Yesterday, mind you, I'm in office. And Brian comes up to me. And he's just like, hey, I said you got a moment to talk. I'm like, yeah, let me wrap this email up. So, cause literally I was like pushing send on the email. And so, it's so funny because every time I get called into a meeting, I have like this self-conscious and maybe even a guilty conscious reaction of, oh my god, everything's gonna fall apart and I'm gonna lose my job, because I know I be bullshitting. I know how I am. I know me. And I had that same reaction when Brian was like, "Hey, Isis, can I talk to you for a moment?" And my refrain was, "Girl, chill the fuck out." You know, if it was serious, it'd be a closed door meeting. It's not even a closed door meeting. I pushed send on that email, girl, and start walking towards Brian's desk. And then Brian flagged me down, and he was in a closed door office. I was like, oh no, it's all falling apart. They don't let the black man go. I'm next. I don't know. Sandra seems to think that he got let go. And I don't know. Considering that that's how she feels, I don't want to discount it. And it's a possibility. But like, if he got let go, he would have to get fired. And I'm like, well, what was a fireable offense for Saudi? Because if Saudi getting fired, oh, I know they about to fire my black ass. So who we firing? Did they lay him off? So, and I don't see like salaries for finance. I can't see everything that goes on in finance because, you know, confidentiality. And I work in finance, and I don't have that clearance. I'm not management or nothing like that. But it's been my assumption this whole time that they make at least $25,000 more than me, if not more. And when I say they, I mean the entirety of my team, excluding the black woman. Okay. So that's gonna come back around. So y'all get to work harder than me, right? And then y'all get privileges that I don't, and all that good jazz, right? Fine, cool, whatever. But like, if someone gets paid severance, I can see. And if you pay them severance, that means you let them go. If you got fired, you're not getting no severance. But if you get severance, that means you let them go. And it just doesn't make sense. Like, there is necessity and need in my job. As long as I do my job and do it well, I'm not going to lose my job. I do have job security. We don't have a big team. And we're stretched as it is. They need me. They literally need me. And arguably, they need Saudi. That's why I'm just like, I just don't understand why they would let him go. Like, he would have to have done, unless he was secretly not performing to standard, I don't see why they would let him go. And in my opinion, he performed to standard. I'm not his boss. I don't know. But, you know, you get what I'm saying, right? So, next month, any severance coming out of finance? No? So you fired him? And that math just doesn't math, but Sandra seems to think that maybe he got fired. I honestly just think that nigga found another job. Good for you. I don't think it's that complicated. I don't. Like, my initial reaction when I heard the news on Monday was, oh, I guess he found another job. Bye. And actually my initial reaction, dang, no 2-week notice. That's wild. That's wild. He just quit. Great for you. But then I was like, but what if he gave a 2-week notice and they just didn't disclose that he was about to leave? He don't owe us an explanation. He just owes his supervisor an explanation. And arguably, you don't know nobody shit. You can quit without a 2-week notice. Life moves on, right? But I don't know. A part of me does feel like it was a bit unannounced, though. Like, I think that's why Sandra feels like he got fired, because it does seem real. Hey, Sandra she works in accounting, so she doesn't really work on my team, but she's finance related. And I think she feels like it's fishy because of how sudden and just weird it is. Because, like, I hear her. It is a bit weird. But I think it's much simpler than that. I just think he found a job and didn't give a 2-week notice. Closed door meeting. Brian called me. How long have I been on Polo with you? I don't know. Again, first thing Brian say, I just want to check in with you, see how you're doing, see how you're reacting to the news that Saudi's gone. Are you okay? And look, Nyla, either I am missing some type of social cue and I'm supposed to be putting on some type of act in front and pretending like I care because I don't give a fuck, or they're asking me because I'm the other black person on the team. Like, Because it's just wild. Like, okay, Andreas pulls me to the side and asks me if I'm okay, I guess. Yeah, I'm straight. Have a great day. But twice? 2 different superiors? Back to back? Day after day? Is it really that serious? So that's part 1. Like, am I missing some type of social cue? Was I supposed to pretend like I was toe up from the flow up? Because I didn't. I missed it. Look, if there's a social cue, or more specifically like a corporate social cue that I was supposed to cosplay in, I missed that bitch. It went straight over my head. Zoop, zoop. Or y'all motherfuckers asking me this because I'm the other black person on the team. What is going on? And like, if I worked in a more, I got that white lady that's a problem, but she's not a finance problem. She's a distribution problem. Like, she don't even work in my department, let alone my team. My team, like, they're white. They have their privileges. I think one of them might have even voted for Trump. But, like, and I say, literally, not in a racist way. I just think he voted for Trump. He's probably one of the Trump voters that disdains Trump's racism, but for a list of other reasons, so I'm gonna vote for Trump, though. Whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't work in a racially charged environment. I don't even... The microaggressions that I deal with are a lot more, like, overt and minimal. Like, so overt and minimal that they're a bit frustrating because they're so silly. Like, I deal with a lot of silly ass shit that, like, just is going over your head because you're white. You don't even realize what's happening. This is more like direct. Like, not even that they are intentionally doing that. I just don't see. I'm ranting, and I don't need to be on polo forever. Let me get to the point. I don't know. Shit was fucking weird. I did think about it because I'm like, why the fuck y'all asking me that? I don't think it was racial, but also maybe it was because I don't understand what the fuck is going on. And if it was, I don't want to give a shit. The other black girl is fine. If it was, the black girl is fine. But no, afterwards, just a moment. I was sick last week. Update, I was sick as a dog last week. Ooh. When I was talking about Saturday being a bad day, I got a little mini flare under my arm. Hell no, I am not doing those oversized packages. I'm not. They can kiss my cute little black ass. Not today, Satan. Not today. Aren't these sweats cute? They cute. I look like a little tiny baby thug nigga. Where my hat? Where my Atlanta hat? Oh, it's in my closet. Shit, I was about to throw my Atlanta hat on. Actually, no, I'm not. I got this hairstyle in. It has been chaotic as hell. Do you miss my chaos? I hope you did, because you getting the whole dose unfiltered. I don't even got nothing. Honestly, like, I just got home. And a part of me would like to get some rest. But, like, I'm also just like, nah, you just got to stay up. Do your shift, and when you come home, go to sleep, because if I go to sleep, I think I might oversleep. So I'm just up. And I was like, well, I guess you can reply to Nyla. No time better than now. So, and I didn't really think this out. I don't know. I'm just here. What's up, homie? Marco. Let me get to the juice. Brian basically offered me the position. Not like, it's not mine. It's not mine. He offered for me to apply. He was very clear. He was like, we are planning on posting the position. It will be an external post. However, once the position posts, I invite you to apply. If this is something you'd like to consider, we would consider you. I took it in stride. I took it with grace. I was, appropriately, appreciative and, recognized and measured and open. All of those things. However, in my head, 2 different reactions are going on. The first reaction. Well, yeah, I show up, I do my job, I do it well. So, of course, you're telling me I'm open to apply for the position. Plus, a bitch got 2 degrees. Yeah, you got a fully qualified employee right in front of you. So, no surprise there. But also, the other half of me, and I'm talking like 52% of me, it's the heavier half. For real, y'all asking me? Y'all sure y'all want me to do that job? Because the way I be bullshitting Hitchcocks, the way. That's why I don't think they fire Saudi. Because if they are not firing me, Saudi would have had to been stealing money for y'all to fire that motherfucker. Like, what? If I'm here, don't tell my boss that. But like, I know me. And I know how I've been as of late. Okay? I've actually, not only are we in a lull, we're in a lull. That's why I have the second job. The second job was intentionally planned. I knew that we were entering a lull in the season, so my workload has decreased. In general, my workload is less than my teams, but they get paid more than me. Okay, that part. So, you know, I don't have much to do, and I've gotten pretty good at managing my time. Yay for me. So, yeah, like Monday, I woke up, whatever time I woke up, it wasn't early, but it was more than enough time to turn on my computer. I didn't until it was like 9:45, and I had that 10 o'clock meeting. And then Andreas asked me that stupid ass question, are you okay? I just wanted to check in on you. And then I replied to some emails, and by 11:30, I was like, oh, I'm just going to take a little break. And then I blinked, and it was like 1 o'clock, and I'm like, girl, you got to do some work. And I just really didn't fucking feel like it. And before I knew it, I was asleep. Like Monday, I was asleep from like 2 p.m. to like 11. And I woke up at like midnight, and I'm up. Yeah. That's whenever E came over. Because I was just up. Yeah, I was like, they definitely have zero clue what I'm really up to. And I'm glad that my facade is as strong as it is. I'm glad that my bullshitting skills are as A1 as I proclaim them to be. Okay? I'm glad that when I say that I am pretty good at the art of looking busy, clearly, because me? Y'all sure about that? Yeah. I walked out the meeting, and immediately my resolve was, step 1, wait. What you talking about? And are you talking money? Because they do more work than me. We have these conversations. This would be more work. Not only would it be totally new territory, but it would be more work. And I'd have my lull seasons, but, you know, I might be on my computer working on a Saturday. I really, like, possibly, if a deadline is encroaching and I got to get the shit done, I could really fuck around and be on my computer on a Saturday. But right now, I'm at Amazon for 10 hours on Saturday, so, you know. Step 1, wait. Wait till the job post. It's probably going to take them like 3-4 weeks for them to even post the job. So, I got plenty of time to wait and mind my own business while I do. And Hitchcocks will post salaries. So, let's cycle back. I've had an assumption that my team makes at least $25,000 more than me. So what you posting this job for? I'm about to find out now. at least a ballpark. And knowing, and I see what Flexport has been doing lately. They will repost a job and post it for less money. Whoever was in my role before, they was getting paid more money than me. They were probably a level 2. Because I'm still a level 1. And the fact that I rolled in a black woman, oh no, we definitely gonna pay you a little bit less. But like, I see headcount rotations. I don't see finances, but I manage like what? Probably about like 170 or so headcount. And I see how they be doing. They will post a job for $10,000 less. So whatever they post Saudi's job for, it is my assumption that it's less than what they were paying Saudi, right? But is it more than what you're paying me? And we can talk numbers. 95,000. 95,000. That's the floor. Give me 100. I'll be real grateful for 98. Happy medium. What's the money talking about? They post that job for 83, 85,000. I don't want it. Is it a raise? Yeah. But taxes gonna eat into it. And then after taxes eat into it, it's gonna totally change my working dynamic and the management that I have on this job. I'm not about to take on more work, sacrifice a weekend or two, and deal with the shit the way y'all be dealing with the shit for no measly ass raise. I'm just not. The time, the money is valuable, but time is valuable as well. That's what that boils down to. So, step 1, wait. Step 2, pray on it. Step 3, trust in God and guidance. And just trust that He'll give me the right answer. Step 4, talk to my mama and have her pray for me too. Which I accomplished step 4 on my way home from work today. And my mama gave me some additional clarity. Because that's literally how I walked out of that meeting. I know I've been rambling, but step 1, wait. Wait till that job post. And what we talking? Are we talking money? Step 2, pray on it. Step 3, if God do go like this, I ain't gonna fight it. If God go like that, I ain't gonna fight it. As long as God ain't going back, and my God ain't gonna take me back, I'm straight. Just tilt me in the right path. And step 4, talk to my mama. Cause mind you, Monday, I was real fucking solid. I'll pick up an extra call center, add it to my PDR goals, and good luck with y'all replacement. Honestly, I was talking on Monday about how it would be interesting if they hire a white woman. It'd be very interesting if they hire a black person. I think it's more likely that if they hired a person of color, it wouldn't be a black person. It might be like a Hispanic or like an Asian. Like, I just don't think another black person is going to get hired. I just don't. Like, black men, they exist in more abundance than black women, but black women are fucking unicorns, and the white man to black man ratio is just so goddamn aggressive. I don't know. I'm just like, it'd be very interesting if another black person rolled through. A black woman would be a unicorn. Interesting if it's another black person. I think that if it was a person of color, it'd be more likely to be like maybe a Hispanic or a Asian. I pray it ain't another white man. And I'll be real happy if they just hire a white woman. It's a lot of testosterone around me. Okay, babes. I can handle it. I'm fine. I don't really give a shit. But also, it'd be nice. So, that's where I was on Monday. And now I'm like, well, maybe a black woman will take the position. Then they have to rehire for my position. It'd be a whole little thing. I talked to my mom. And as I was talking to my mother, and I thought about this yesterday too, but the only advantage to taking this job? I mean, outside of money. Are we talking money? Right. Outside of the money. Like, what is a, like, genuine benefit for me? We've already established I have no interest in climbing the corporate ladder. We've already established I don't really like my job in the first place. We've already established I don't have high ambitions. I just don't. Maybe I would have to adjust that in 3 to 4 years if my plan don't work out. But I'm planning to try to get the fuck out. So, like, we've already established that. So what would be that benefit that would make it worthwhile that's not money? That's not money. And the answer for that, and I only have one good one. It's kind of two, but they're related. When it comes time to me genuinely ripping that Band-Aid off and saying, okay, it's time to move on from Hitchcock's, let's jump back into the job market. It sure as hell ain't right. First of all, I'm comfortable. And that comfortable work can be dangerous. That's why I'm just all like, God, he like to be petty and play these petty ass games. I know. Because the way that comfortable word get dangerous. But I'm comfortable. I am comfortable right now. And I'm sitting in my comfortable. For once in my life. For once in my goddamn life, I'm sitting in this comfortableness. And the job market is trash. So I'm not looking to move. That's what I was saying. The job market's trash. So I'm not looking to move anyway. But when it's time to rip off that Band-Aid, what am I always saying? When I'm leaving, I want the 100,000. When I leave, I want the 100,000. When I leave, I want the 100,000. I ain't leaving unless it's the 100,000. No measly ass raise ain't worth leaving the arguably, relatively, comparatively healthy work environment that I have to play Russian roulette for a possible toxic environment, for a possible racist environment, and for like a little baby ass raise after taxes eat into it. Like, the differential, it ain't worth it, right? But when it comes time to do it, I say I want the 100,000. I want to make that exponential leap, but I think about the interview process. I'm not a good interviewer. Over time, I think I've accepted I'm not a good interviewer. I get very nervous. I have a hard time articulating myself, just in general. And that has translated into my interviewing skills and, the mix of me trying to articulate myself and the nerves. It's a mess. And then also, like, a little bit of lack of social cues as well. Like, the social cues that are involved in interviewing are very perfunctory and superficial and stupid for everybody. But that perfunctory nature of it all, like, I don't fucking like interviewing. And I'm already not the strongest interviewer, and I compensate with that with being a pretty decent bullshitter. But I think back to the interview for this job. This interview that I got for this job was the first job where my interview was really technical. Like, we're asking technical, job-related questions. And I blundered my way through some of it. Okay, I did. And then I got caught up because it was my first time being in a more technical type interview. But what saved me was being in the right place at the right time and God opening that door. Like, I had Luis and Manny in my corner advocating for me to get this job. They had just hired somebody who didn't last 2 weeks and was a fucking failure. And here's this qualified black woman over here, already proved herself with 2 degrees. I was primed. And I had already proven myself within the office. They knew that I was going to be a net gain. And so while I kind of blundered my way through the interview, if I'm being honest, like, I'm smart, I'm willing, I'm ready to learn. Teach me, and I'll do it. And guess what I've done? They taught me, and I did it. I think about going on and moving from this job, and I'm like, that interview that I had for this role is child's play. Shit, the interview I'm going to have for this next job is going to be a good little experience. Maybe I should just apply for the job simply for the interviewing skills, right? But I know, interviewing is going to be fucking rough, and then it's going to be technical, and I know nothing about revenue. I am collegiately trained, and the information's in here somewhere. I'm a quick study. I come to work, I do my job, and I do it well. Like, that is my strong suit, right? I don't know. I worry about the interviewing process whenever I move on from this place. Ask me technical questions about expenses. Again, I still have to get through the struggle of properly articulating myself, but, you know, I'll be fine. At least I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing in revenue. I'm rambling. I think about interviewing for this position. I don't come with a wealth of knowledge in how to be a FP&A revenue analyst. Now, I'll get the wording right later, but I'm just going to give you the gist of it. You know, I don't come having all that background knowledge. However, I come very well educated. I'm easily trainable. No, not easily trainable. I am a quick study. I'm open and ready and willing and eager to learn. I will learn, and I will be, you know, I will learn and I will be great at what I do. Like, whatever. I was literally thinking about it after I got off my mama, and it was there. But I'm rambling right now, so let me get to the point. You get my point, right? Like, ask my reference, which is you. The very people who are interviewing me are my reference. Already proved to y'all once how great I am. In fact, that 48% of me is all like, of course you offered this position to me, or at least offered the opportunity to apply, right? Because, yeah, of course you did. So, on that energy, all you gotta do is train me up. You already know, the quality of work that you're gonna receive in return. And the tangential part to that is I would finally get that revenue experience. And I'd be able to carry that with me whenever I move on again, right? When I actually move on and leave this place. Because all I need is experience. Like, articulating myself and the nerves and not being a good interviewer and that whole conversation, that's always going to be a thing. But as long as I roughly know what I'm doing, I can bullshit I'm a good bullshitter. That's my saving grace. Great, right? Yeah, I just need the experience. Now, one could say, well, Isis, you should be eager and put yourself out there. And when you have some extra time, maybe put some time on Gary's calendar to train you on an activity for 30 minutes. Y'all don't pay me enough to do that. And I stand 10 toes down in it. I'm not out here trying to learn nothing new. I'm not out here trying to do nothing fucking extra. I come to work, I do my job, I do it well, and I go the fuck home. That's all you pay me to do. Yeah, I know I need extra training so that I can, make that exponential jump when I move on. But also, I'm not just out here willingly asking for more work that you don't pay me to do. I'm in this spot. So, you call me into a closed door meeting to say, we are posting the job externally, but you should consider applying, and if you consider applying, we will consider you as a worthy applicant. Bet. And this was the conversations that I was having with my mama. My mama was just like, well, what's the number? What's the number? And I said 98. And she said, what's the floor? And I said 95. And she said, okay. I said, if they gonna pay you, that'd be like between 1,000 and 1,200, not 1,200,000, but $1,000 and 1,200 additional per month. That's what that raise would be. That's my student loan payment. Have a fucking life. Anyways, the job market is trash, and God pulled me into that closed door meeting and said, you know that 100,000 you keep talking about? Where my silver platter? At this very company, in this very building, in this very department, God put me in the right place at the right time and opened this fucking door. And look at me now. And I'd be lying if I didn't say I hear you. God, I hear you. Like, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, I think about how I got into this position in the first place. And here I am. God said Monday. I said, I'm not listening. He said, okay, Tuesday. Closed door meeting. I need you to hear me. So, look, if the job ain't paying, I'm not applying. Period. 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 To get to the hardest story. All this happened in like the past, 72 hours. So, welcome to this shit. This is a worthy update. Much more worthy than Amazon. Like, fuck that job. It's not a bad job. It's really not a bad job. Something you gotta do. So when I say fuck that job, don't think that it's like anything bad happening. It's just kind of fuck that job. It's just something happening in my life. That it's just something happening. But this right here, worthy update, is step one. Wait, what we talking? Are we talking money? And if we not talking money, I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. I'm straight. But if we talking money, the application's getting submitted. I'll do the interview, and at most, I will gain a little bit of interviewing experience, give me something to think and ponder over, and, they'll be like, well, she went for it. She may not have gotten it, but she went for it. She got grit. Which, I do have grit. I'm so fucking just apathetic and over the very existence of being a citizen in society. I didn't ask for any of this shit. I don't feel like executing my grid for Hitchcock's. Not for flex support and not for whatever other job I get. I don't give a fuck about your CFO. I don't give a fuck about your CEO. Even though I work in finance, I don't give a fuck about your bottom line. I care about mine. It's just not me. So, but that's what I was saying. At worst, or at best, I'll gain a bit of interviewing experience, give me something to ponder over, and, I can go down in the books as, oh, she tried, she got grit. Or, at best, God pushed me this way, and I went. Also, I keep saying God pushed me this way or God pushed me that way. The way I see it, if I'm supposed to have this job, He gonna give it to me. He gonna make the money talk. He gonna put the strength and conviction behind my interview. And I'm gonna be able to go in that interview with it's the same. This is how I carry myself in a lot of interviews. Like, I am the best candidate because I am the best. Even if I don't know, even if I can't articulate myself, I promise you I'm the best. If you hire me, you're gonna find out I'm the best. And ask any other person I work for, I'm the best. Even if Kathleen don't like my black ass, I was still the best. That I stand strong, heavy in. Like, right? Oh yeah, I'm about to go in there with real puff chest. I did it once. You don't think I can do it again? Let's go. When you want me to start? Cool. And God gonna say, here go that money. You might have to sacrifice a little time, but you already got a little bit of practice in sacrificing time, going down to Amazon and shit, throwing off your sleep schedule and shit. But we're gonna give you some money so that you don't gotta use your HSA card to buy groceries. I got medical bills. Don't think I don't got them. I got medical bills I could be paying. But the bitches ain't getting paid because I'm using my medical card for food. Damn, you can afford these god-awful student loans. It's the worst decision of my life. These student loans are the worst decision of my life. And my life literally wouldn't have happened without the student loans. Or would have happened, it just would have happened differently. I wouldn't have went to Simon's Rock without them student loans. I wouldn't have. Like, life would have happened. I would have still went to college. I'd probably have way less debt. Like, that's what I think about all the time. You can't change time. You can't change time. But if I could change time, I don't think I would go to college early. Because I think I just set myself up for a lot of my struggles in the name of my student debt, right? But also, I'm like, if you really had the opportunity to take that red pill and go back and, you know, not go to college early, would you really not go? And the answer is no. You want to know why it's no? Because I met you. If I didn't meet Reagan, if everything else in my life changed, we'll see a different life. But, like, I would have to miss you. I don't know, like, maybe I transfer out of Simon's Rock and go somewhere in state instead. That would have less student loans. Maybe I don't wait a decade to start investing and I start investing while I'm in college. That would make a big difference. Maybe if a bitch opened her mouth, I would have went to Hawaii with my homegirl and we could have been in Hawaii together being hot girl hotties. She got a light-skinned friend, look like Michael Jackson. Got a dark-skinned friend, look like Michael Jackson. She was ready for the world. I really would. It's like, that's my honest truth. I'm just like, damn, if you really had the opportunity to take that red pill and, like, not go to college early, would you do it? And the only reason I wouldn't is because of you. Take a lot of pride in that. Take a lot of pride in that. It's not even a fault. I'm not blaming you for it. Nope. I need you. 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 But going to college early and taking out all that money to do it, it's killing me. It's killing me. That's updating life. That's updating life. It's a very raw, recent update in life. And it's just, I don't know, it's weird emotion around it. It's like, I don't know. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. If the money talk, the money talk. If the money don't talk, no harm lost. No harm lost. I want to move out of the studio apartment into an apartment that's not so overpriced. You know, like, the market is crazy. It'll never go back to what it was, but, like, I know my apartment is taxing me. You see my studio. You vacationed in my studio with your son. So, you know, I want to be able to move and get a little bit more square footage, and I want to be able to move closer into the cities, and I want to be able to keep my expenses flat. I want to be able to keep my expenses flat. I want to be able to keep my expenses flat and not buy groceries on my HSA card and maybe go to the Doechii concert because I feel like it. You know, I don't, like, I want to be rich, but we're not talking about being rich right now. I just want to be able to be comfortable. And for me, being comfortable is being able to afford these damn student loans. So, it is what I want. And I got pulled into a closed door meeting. I feel like God is saying something, so I gotta acknowledge that that's really why I'm considering it. That's really why I'm considering it. That's really why I'm considering it. And on a different note, before I let you go, and thanks for hanging out, follow me back. On a different note, I kind of love this for me. Whether I get the job or not, this don't got shit to do with the job. But you work on as a person, you know, I've been working on as a person, allowing myself to be open to God's calls and not blocking my blessings, and, you know, going down the path that He has set for me, you know, with all my plans and everything, you know, trusting that He will follow through. And that's always been the case. It will always be the case. But it was something real spiritual that happened when I got this job here. Like, something spiritual happened when I got this job at Flexport. But that was kind of different because I was in this heavy transition period. Remember, it was COVID. I was unemployed for like ages. I lucked up. I was on the good old government titty with unemployment. And, you know, it was crazy, right? It was a lot of things happening. And I made moves. God made moves, but I made moves. And it was great, right? But it still wasn't enough. And then my daddy and chaos. Then I got laid off. And like, shit was bad. Shit was so bad. And I got a little temporary job, and then this happened, and then all the doors aligned, and this financial analyst job happened because God put me in the right place at the right time, and He opened that proper door, and He made it happen. Period. Because this was an abandoned, forgotten dream. I feel like ever since then, I've been a lot more attuned to what He has to say. And then, what was the big lesson coming out of Bali for my birthday when I hiked up that mountain? And everything was going to shit, and it was all bad, and it was all falling apart. We had this conversation, right? I'm sure I've had this conversation. There's so much about Bali I never really got around to telling you. I thought I was thinking about that the other day. There's so much about the trip that I didn't really get to talk to you about. But I'm pretty sure I talked to you about this. But, you know, when everything was going to shit, and I thought I was going to make it up the mountain in time for the sunrise, came along, I had to spend a little bit of money, but I was carried 90% of the way, and I only had to walk 10. And that grand lesson was that my God will always carry me 90% of the way. I just have to do 10% of the work, and maybe have a little bit of money in my back pocket. Okay. And coming out of my birthday, He says, well, let's put a little bit of money in your back pocket. And let me align all the cards in this shitty ass job market. Ain't nobody thinking about applying for jobs. Trump don't fucking won. Congratulations. Burn it all down. Burn it all down, right? No. He said, we're going to put some money in your pocket. I'm going to make this the most layup of a layup position. You just got to do 10% of the work. I'd be foolish not to apply for this job. So I'm going to pray on it. God, let's talk money. Let's put that money in my back pocket. And if the job posts and it's not enough money, if the job posts and they post it for like 93, I'll probably still apply. But that's not what we're praying for, sis. We're praying for 95, okay? We're praying for 98. And if you're feeling generous, you can just give me that clean 100. But like, yeah. I'm not going to take it. But if they post it for 85, I'm not taking it. I'm not. I'm going to put my foot down. If they post it for 87, I don't know. Maybe I'll apply for shits and giggles. I don't know. I don't really want it for 87. I just don't. If I had to be entirely honest with God and with you, best friend, sister, my true bottom is 90. My true bottom is 90. Even if they pay 90, I think I'd go for it. But my heart and hearts, 95 to 100, right? But like less than that, push me in the right direction. Hear me now, Lord. I'm listening to you, so please listen to me. Let's talk money. And if this is not the right path for me, money won't talk. Simple as told. If I'm meant to go through the application process and get a little bit of interviewing skills with something to think about, and ultimately I don't get the position, I will keep my little expense coded position. I will continue to get paid just enough. I will pursue forward with the plan to go right back into my investing, because this don't change nothing. And the plan does not change. It was fun. I guess God just said, I'm going to shake it up before the holidays. All right, cool. We can we can do a little shake. Like, you know, whatever path I end up going down, I just know it's forward. I may have to tilt, but I just know it's forward. So, and I'm confident in that. Like, I'm confident, girl. So pray with me. I know you like to say that. Don't be like, pray for me. All right, cool. You don't got to pray for me, but pray with me. I love you. Thanks for keeping me company, I guess. So I know I've been on Polo a long ass time. I wonder if it's been a whole last hour. I really didn't mean to talk this damn long. This is what happens when I get on Polo without a game plan. I should clean out my fridge. I love you. I know I just sent you an hour and 10-minute Marco Polo. I promise you this one will be less than 5, maybe even 3. As I'm walking around, straightening up my house and, you know, making myself at least useful in between this time period before I have to go to this job. And just happy that I do live here. I'm ready to go, but you know I love this home. You know I love this apartment. God said, baby, get up, wipe your tears, go to the coffee shop, look for a place to stay, go to the very first place you find, tour, and go to Walmart, get yourself a security deposit because it's time for you to leave 5525, and I'm going to make it happen in less than 12 hours. I think all the time, a lot of shit could have went really, really wrong. It was not easy, and it definitely put a strain on my pocket. And the emotional distress is problems in it all. All of that is true. But in less than 12 hours, I found a good home. And we in America ain't nowhere safe. However, for all intents and purposes, I live in a safe neighborhood. I found this place in 12 hours. I'm sorry. That's the whole point of this follow-up Polo. Apologies. God found this place and had it ready and available. This was the only studio unit available that day I came to tour. Their next unit wasn't going to be available for like a couple of months or some shit like that. Same day. God said, here you go. Here's your key. And your move-in date is in a week. Have fun packing up all your stuff. Nah, man. God has always been there making everything work. I know you know this. He's always been there. He will always be there. But I ain't even see him moving. Through my trauma, I didn't even see him moving when it comes to this apartment. But it's just so clear. It's so clear. It's so clear. Honest to God truth, I don't want this job. Not my choice. However, I want a lot of other shit. And God said, here's a possibility. He ain't say it, he's screaming it. He's screaming it real loud. And it's just echoing in my head, girl. It's echoing in my head. And I'm grateful I can hear. So we'll see. We'll see what he has to say on the matter. But I'm just grateful that I can hear. You know I'm not Christian. But I do believe in a God. I'm spiritual in every description and definition of the word, because I don't know how to define my faith. I just know that it's there. However, not knowing how to define your faith is very confusing and very, very lost. I've felt spiritually lost for a long time, and in a lot of ways, I still feel a bit spiritually lost. Like, I ain't gonna front, right? But while I may be a bit lost, I'm not alone. I hear the winds. I hear the winds. I hear my ancestors. And I hear my God. And I don't really understand it. And I sure as hell can't define it. But I know it's there. And like, stuff keeps happening. I don't even give a shit if I get this job. If I don't get this job, fine. The plan remains the same. The plan remains the same. If I don't get this job, the plan remains the same. That's it. Boom. Cool. Great. But like, I can hear. I hear you. I hear it. I don't know how to define my faith, but it's there and I hear it. I don't really understand it, but I hear it. You've been on your spiritual journey. I like to hear you talk. I like to hear you talk. I like to hear you preach. Don't stop. Like, I'm not Christian like you, but I love to hear. Like, because I believe. I just don't define it the same way you do, but boom, bam, 5 minutes. I'm getting off Polo. I got shit to do. I'm cleaning my house. And there's a spiritual update for you. I don't really give you spiritual updates. I mean, because I don't really got spiritual updates to give. Like, I'm a little lost. We just talked about that. But I'm on my own little journey over here too. And it feels nice. It feels nice. Just take 5 minutes to be like, ooh, this feel good. You get it. You get it. I know you get it because I see how it make you feel. I see how it make you feel. And that makes me happy for you. Polo.